Hello, yogis. Welcome to my channel. My name is Petra. So today I have gentle sequence for you. So you can do this sequence in the morning to set the tone for the rest of your day, or anytime during the day, or even in the evening. So we are gonna move slowly and mindfully with the breath, and we are gonna stretch the whole body. So let's begin. All right, yogis. So let's begin. Finding a nice and long spine. Close your eyes or soft gaze down. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. And rest your hands either on your knees or on your thighs. And just allow yourself to relax your whole body. And slowly start bringing your full attention, your awareness to your breath. And soft and relax your face muscles. And just notice if you are holding any tension in your body. You might be clenching your jaw. So give yourself a second to scan your body. And with each exhalation, to relax and let it go of any tension you might feel. And with each inhale and your exhale, notice how your body is moving with your breath. Feel free to place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, so you can really feel the rise and fall of your belly, and then how your chest is expanding and contracting. So, full yogi breath. So, make sure not breathing only into the front of your body, but into your whole body, into your whole torso. So, breathing into your front body, back body, and also into your side body. Lengthening your exhalation. Beautiful. Let's all together take a three more deep breaths. So let's take a deep inhale through the nose. So filling the lungs all the way up with the air. Now let's pause at the top. Hold the breath and let it go. Open mouth, exhale. Yes, two more just like that. Take a deep and full breath in. Exhaling fully, make the ha sound. Beautiful. One more. Let's take a biggest breath in, biggest breath out. All right. Slowly release your hands back on your knees, butterfly your eyes open, and make your way to tabletop position. So, in your tabletop position, check your shoulders right over your wrists. Press through the knuckles of your fingers and press the tops of your feet firmly to the ground, keeping your hips right over your knees. So let's start with few rounds of cat cow here to warm up our spine. So let's take it slow. Take an inhale, start dropping your belly, lift those sit bones, and lift through the heart. And as you exhale, start tucking your pelvis under, squeeze your navel in, and drop your head, bringing your chin to chest. Take a big breath in, finding your cow. Exhale, finding your cat. So really rounding your back as much as you can, spreading those shoulder blades, and firmly pressing away from your yoga mat. Inhale your cow. Exhale cat. One more round. Big breath in. Open through the chest. Big breath out. Cat pose. Beautiful. Slowly bring your spine back to neutral. Thread the needle pose from here. So let's take an inhale, open twist to the right. So take a moment here to stack your shoulders and make sure not dumping all the weight into your left hand. So really reach up through your right fingertips, twist your torso maybe a little bit more to the right. All right, let's take an inhale here. And as you exhale, thread the needle pose. So bringing your right arm underneath your left and gently release your shoulder and your ear down to the mat, keeping your hips over your knees. You can crawl your left fingertips forward so you can extend your left arm. Or if you'd like to get a deeper stretch, you can do half bind, which means resting your arm, your forearm on your lower back, and maybe even bringing your fingertips, your hand inside of your right thigh. And just notice if you're shifting your hips to the left. So bringing your hips slightly to the right. So keeping your hips over your knees. And just reconnect with your breath here. Notice how this posture feels to your body. It's a great posture for stretching your shoulders. And also notice if you are holding any tension in your neck. So try to relax your neck, relax those shoulders. Take a one more inhale, exhale, and then really slowly release your bind. Plant your left hand back under your shoulder. Come to open twist one more time. Just notice the difference between the twist before and after the needle pose. And then plant your right hand back on the mat. Let's do the same on the left side. So open twist to the left. Take an inhale as you reach up. As you exhale, thread the needle on the left shoulder and your ear. Scooping your hips to the left. Maybe taking a bind. So any variation here, feel free to even you can rest your elbow, your forearm on the mat if it's too much on your shoulder. So each side might feel different. So please modify to your needs. Listen to your body. Again, notice if you're shifting the weights to the right. So bring those hips back to the left and breathe. And try to relax your face muscles, your jaw, relax your eyes, soften through the belly. Awesome. One more cycle of breath here. Take a big inhale and long exhale out. Slowly, with control, moving out of the pose, planting your right hand back under your shoulder to press yourself to open twist one more time as you reach up high through your left fingertips. And as you exhale, plant your left hand back on the mat. All right, let's from here come back to cross-legged position, or you can sit on your heels. So first, finding those sit bones, sitting nice and tall. Feel free to sit on a blanket or yoga block. And then with your next inhalation, start reaching up through your right fingertips. So lift your right arm up and your side body stretch to the left. So pressing your right hip crease down to the mat. So making sure this is just side body stretch. So you're not turning your chest up or turning forward. So finding nice lateral stretch here. You can stay on your hand, maybe on your forearm. And again, notice I just noticed that I was holding kind of tension in my neck. Just release your head so you're not holding any tension here. Very nice. Slowly rise your torso back upright. Release your right hand down and then switch sides. Lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, start stretching your body to the right. Maybe with your next exhalation, folding your torso a little bit deeper. Pressing your left hip firmly to the ground. And then slowly release. All right, let's take an inhale as you sweep your arms up overhead. As you exhale, twist your torso to the right. And again, let's pause here. You can rest your left hand on your right knee and keep twisting your torso to the right. Right fingertips behind your body. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. So try to really reach up through the crown of your head. Nice long neck. As you exhale, gently deepen your stretch. Looking maybe over your back shoulder. One more inhale. As you exhale, twist your torso a little deeper as you squeeze your navel in and up towards your spine. Very nice. Come back to center. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale your twist. 2 or 3 deep breaths here. Also getting a nice stretch in the neck by turning your head. And if it's too much on your neck, of course, you can send your gaze to the side. Beautiful, yogis. Let's take a one more inhale as you lengthen through the spine. One more exhale as you deepen your twist, squeeze your belly in. And then slowly return your torso back to center. All right. Let's keep your left knee bent and extend your right leg out to the side. Feel free to sit on a blanket. So take a moment to check your knee and your toes. So really flex your foot and your toes and your knee are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. So make sure not turning your knee and your toes inward. So again, finding a nice long spine here. And then let's place your hands on the side body, on your rib cage. Take an inhale here, and then with your exhalation, using your hands, twist your torso to the right. I mean, not using your hands, but feeling with your hands how your torso is twisting to the right. So twisting towards the extended leg. One more inhale. And as you exhale, start folding your torso forward and down from your hip joints. So being mindful of your lower back, you can bend your knee if you would like. And just feel free to release your head. Feel free to close your eyes here for a couple breaths. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Big breath in. Exhale. One more inhale. Let it go. Exhale. And then slowly release. Start lifting your torso back up. Let's do counter pose. So plant your left hand behind your body so your fingers are pointing away from your glutes. Take an inhale as you circle your right arm to the side and up overhead. And at the same time, lift your hips and point your right toe. So lifting your hips, opening through the chest. Being careful of your neck here. And then slowly bring your hips back on the mat and your torso back to center. We will switch legs. So bend your right knee, extending your left leg out to the side, finding those sit bones. Take an inhale here, using your hands to move your torso to the left or towards the extended leg. One more full inhale. As you exhale, release your torso down towards your left leg. Maybe holding your toes or anywhere you can comfortably rest your hands, maybe on your shin. Or you can stay more upright. So make sure you're pressing, so grounding through your right hip crease. So pressing your right hip down to the mat. And make sure also you're not lifting your right knee. So pressing your right leg down. So nice and deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Come back to center. Cut a pose on this side. So plant your right hand behind your body, your wrist under your shoulder, and then circle your arm up and back as you lift those hips. Probably press away from the floor. And then as you exhale, release. All right, now from here, let's windshield right by your legs, side to side. So plant your feet as wide as your yoga mat. So your toes pointing straight, your hands behind your body. Or feel free, if it's too much on your wrist, you can even rest on your elbows. And then start moving, dropping your knees to the right and then to the left. So you can take it faster or slower here. Inhale to center. Exhale as you drop your knees to the side. So a couple more like this. So getting into those hips. Very nice. So last one each side. So even it out. And then bring your knees back to center. Plant your feet as wide as your hips this time. And then cross your right leg over your left. So bringing your right ankle on top of your left thigh for seated figure four. And then start pressing your right knee away from your body. Flex your right foot to protect your knee. And make sure not sagging in your shoulders. So really pressing away from your yoga mat, lifting through the heart. Stretching through your right hip flexor, your psoas. And let's press even more away from your body. And then let's release. And just for a moment, let's extend your legs. Shake out through your wrists if you need to. And then we will switch sides. So cross your left leg over your right. Flex your foot, finding a long spine. And then start pressing your knee away from your body. And then slowly start coming out of the pose. If you need to shake out through those wrists one more time, please do so. Let's make your way again back to your tabletop position. And from here, yes, downward facing dog. So walk your hands in front of your shoulders. And your hands can be shoulder width apart, a little bit wider for tighter shoulders. Tuck your toes under. And then first bend your knees a lot, finding a nice long spine, grounding through the knuckles of your fingers. So being mindful of your wrists. So sending your sit bones up and back towards the ceiling, drawing your shoulder blades down to carry your back away from your ears. Let's take an inhale here. And as you exhale, engaging your core, so squeeze your navel in and up towards your spine. As you send your sit bones maybe a little bit higher. Feel free to start bending one knee at a time, straightening the other leg. So walk it out. So pressing through your heels, back and down. So externally rotating your upper shoulders. All right, yogis, let's find stillness in your down dog. And let's take one more cycle of breath here. So let's take a cleansing breath in and cleansing breath out. So let's soften your knees, look between your hands, and slowly start walking your feet towards your hands, finding ragdoll position. So in ragdoll position, really bend your knees a lot. So again, being mindful of your lumbar spine. And if you would like, you can hold your opposite elbow and you can start swaying side to side. Maybe shifting your weight forward and back. Just letting your torso hang heavy down. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. And shake your head, little yes and little no. And when you're ready, release your fingertips to the mat. Take an inhale, finding half lift, so finding flat back here. So you can have your hands on your shins or above your knees, or if you have yoga blocks handy, you can use yoga blocks. So also nice long neck. So finding soft gaze down. One more inhale. As you exhale, forward fold once more. Inhale, rising your torso all the way up to standing. So take your time, sweeping your arms first out to the side, then reaching up. And with your exhalation, bring your hands to your heart. Release your shoulders down from your ears, grounding down through all four corners of your feet. So tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your belly, engage those legs. So it's like you're lifting your kneecaps up, so engaging your quadriceps. All right, take an inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold. So bring your palms together through the midline, folding your torso all the way down. Inhale, half lift of your choice. As you exhale, plant your hands and step one leg and then the other back to your plank position. So spike those heels, lift through your heels up and press it back. Engage your legs and check your legs, check your feet about hip width apart and your shoulders over your wrists. With your next inhalation, shift your weight forward, drop your knees, and as you exhale, bend your elbows and slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Finding low cobra. So plant your palms under your shoulders. Inhale, low cobra. Press the tops of your feet firmly to the mat to lift up. And let's do this two more times. So let's flow with your breath, yogis. Inhale little or no weight into your hands, using your back muscles to lift your torso. Exhale, release. One more time, low cobra, inhale. Hug those elbows into your torso. Exhale, release your torso down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, tabletop position or plank pose. And as you exhale, finding downward facing dog. Just two deep breaths here. And let's flow this one more time. This time, one breath, one movement. So soften those knees. Look between your hands. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, step or hop your feet forward towards your hands. Inhale, finding half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale your mountain pose, grounding through your feet to rise up, reach up. As you exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale your plank. So plant your hands. Take your time stepping back to plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, this time let's do chaturanga. So bend your elbows halfway down. Inhale, flip your feet. Your upper facing dog. Feel free to modify on your knees. You can do cobra instead. When you're ready, press it back, down dog. Come back to your breath here. Moving on, yogis. Let's bring your feet together, three-legged dog. So first ground through your left heel as you lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. And just take a moment to square and level those hips. So flex your foot. And so stay strong in your arms. Square your shoulders. Breathe. So let's take a one more inhale as you lift your right leg maybe a little bit higher. And with your exhalation, knee to nose. So shifting your weight forward, staying into your plank as you hug and squeeze your knee up. Very nice. Let's do this one more time. Kick that right heel up and back. As you exhale, knee to nose. And then from here, let's step your right foot between your hands. Awesome. Let's take an inhale, open twist. So plant your left hand on the mat and start reaching your right arm up towards the ceiling. So gentle twist here. Feel free to drop your back knee if you would like to modify. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your right hand back on the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot to meet your right. And fold it down, bow fully. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. With your next inhalation, flat back, halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Take your time, reaching up high. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's add some baby back bend from here. So inhale again, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, baby back bend. So cactus your arms, draw your elbows down towards your waist, and gently press your hips forward. So lifting, opening through the chest. Come back to center. Inhale here. As you exhale, again, your forward fold through the midline of your body. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step back to plank position. Hold your plank, engage your core, firmly press away from your yoga mat, so hollow your back. So and again, your chaturanga dandasana. So as you inhale, shift your weight forward into your toes. And as you exhale, you can modify with your knees down, bending your elbows straight back, lowering all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, upper facing dog, or you can do cobra. As you exhale, soften your torso back down. Tuck your toes under, move through your tabletop position or your plank, and then press it back to downward facing dog. Good job, yogis. Let's do about 2 or 3 deep breaths in your down dog. Or feel free to rest in a child's pose anytime. Maybe using your Ujjayi breath here, listening to the sound of your breath. Gorgeous. Let's bring your feet together. Prepare for three-legged dog. So grounding through your right heel, through your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Drop your left hip in line with your right. Firmly press away from the floor. One more inhale as you lift your left leg a little bit higher. And as you exhale, knee to nose, squeeze your navel in, staying in plank. Hug that knee up towards your body. Inhale, lift it up. Moving with a control. Exhale, knee to nose, building strength. And then from here, mindfully step your foot between your hands. Finding your open twist on this side, plant your right hand, or you can stay on your fingertips. And then start twisting your torso to the left. Slowly come back to center. From here, pivot on your back foot. So bring your right heel down, turning your right toes in, coming to warrior two. So rising your torso upright, reaching through your left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Soften your shoulders, bending your front knee maybe a little deeper, and always checking your front knee over your ankle. All right, so energize your fingertips. So make sure you have nice, strong energy through your arms. Maybe sending your gaze over your front hand, finding the drishti. Pressing the outside edge of your back foot down, lifting your inner arch. One more cycle breath. Very nice. With your next inhalation, start reversing your warrior, peaceful warrior. Right hand lightly on your back leg, and then reaching your left arm up and back, keeping that bend in your front knee. If you would like to take a bind here. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, extended side angle. As you left, rest your forearm on your thigh. Reach your right arm up and then overhead. So big side body stretch. Very nice. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. So make sure I'm dumping in your shoulder. So really pressing your forearm into your knee, into your thigh, keeping both sides nice and long. Beautiful. As you inhale, come back to peaceful warrior, reaching up and back. And as you exhale, rest your forearm on your thigh, sweep your arm up and overhead. Beautiful. Let's flow this 2 more times, Yogi. So inhale, peaceful warrior. Moving slowly and mindfully. Exhale, reaching your right arm up and then overhead. Big stretch. One more time, big breath as you do peaceful warrior. Long breath out. Rest your forearm on your thigh. Sweep that arm overhead. Beautiful. Let's rise in your torso back upright. Straighten your left leg and turn your feet, your toes pointing forward to slightly pigeon toes. Loop your shoulder blades down to carry your back. If you'd like to clasp your hands behind your lower back, feel free to do so. And then start folding your torso into wide-legged forward fold. If it's too much on your shoulders, release it, bind at any point. So making sure you're not locking those knees, so you can place a small bend in your knees to if it's too much on your hamstrings. And if you are holding a bind, let's release your bind. You can stay in half lift on your hands or maybe on your forearms, so you can release your head down, maybe even touching the crown of your head or resting the crown of your head on the mat or on the floor. Relax your neck muscles, your shoulders. Finding nice and deep breaths here. And then slowly coming to back on your hands. If you're on your forearms, to half lift. Let's bring your hands to your hips with the flat back, engaging your core, rising your torso back upright. Okay, job, yogis. So let's do warrior two on the right side. So turning your right toes out, left toes in, and then finding warrior two. Yes. Let's settle in with your next exhalation, maybe a little bit deeper, grounding through both soles of your feet. Very nice. Let's take an inhale slowly with the control. Reverse your warrior, peaceful warrior. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Option to take a bind. Reconnect to your front lunge. Very nice. Inhale as you rise in your torso back up. As you exhale, extended side angle. Forearm on your thigh. Reach through your left fingertips up. And then reaching overhead. Bicep in line with your ear. Big line of energy here. Nice, big and beautiful line of energy here. Big stretch. From the pressing into your forearm, away from your leg. Very nice. Let's flow this couple times, yogis. So take an inhale, press through your right heel, reversing your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Last one here. Inhale. We are almost done. Stay with me. Exhale. Very nice. Come back to center. Straighten your front leg. This time, shortening your stand for goddess pose. Turning your toes out, your heels in. Loop those shoulder blades down to get your back. Take an inhale as you reach your arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart to kind of give our shoulders little breaks. So soften your shoulders down. Goddess pose. So turning your knees open out to the side. So make sure of turning them inward. Settle in, sinking a little deeper. Finding nice long spine. So make sure of arching your lower back. So tucking your tailbone under. Squeeze your belly. Breathe. Option to lift your heels for a moment. You got this. Yes. And then slowly release. Let's straighten your leg just for a moment. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And then slowly toe heel your feet back together. All right, one last posture. Let's do Yogi's squat or Malasana. So feel free to use a yoga block. You can sit on a yoga block. So turning your toes out, your heels in, and then firmly pressing your elbows into your knees to really open through those hips. Really great stretch for your hips. And by pressing your hands together, maybe closing your eyes here. Or soft gaze down. And then slowly, let's release. Let's have a seat with your legs crossed or come sitting on your heels. And let's close our practice with 3 deep breaths. So all together, let's take a big inhale as you reach your arms up overhead. And open mouth, exhale, hands to your heart. You did a great job. Inhale, reaching up, big inhale, big stretch. Full exhale, let something go. One more big inhale, reach up, exhale. Beautiful. All right, Yogi, just for a moment, close your eyes here. Notice how you feel. I hope you feel good, and I hope this sequence will help you to have a good day or maybe good night's sleep. All right, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And let's all together whisper Namaste.